Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Ash, and welcome to my YouTube channel where we cover the tips, tools, and trainings you need to be a successful travel advisor. And tonight we are going to cover a very important topic, being IATAN CLIA, what every advisor needs to know. We'll go over how these credentials work, why they matter, the benefits they unlock, and how Archer Travel simplifies the process for you. This is foundational knowledge that every advisor should have in their tool belt. So if you are live, go ahead and feel free to drop a hello so I can see you in the chat. And if you happen to be catching this on a replay, make sure you go ahead and comment #replay so that I know that you stopped by. Let me go ahead and remove all this fancy stuff off your screen, and we are going to go ahead and get started. Well, I have my trainings popped up. IATAN CLIA, what every advisor needs to know. We're going to talk about professional credibility, travel perks, and cruise industry recognition. This is a great pathway to industry recognition and exclusive benefits that will set you apart as a professional travel advisor. Today, we're going to talk about why these credentials matter. We're going to go over the benefits of IATAN and CLIA. We're going to talk about the qualification process, how much it costs to enroll. Mostly this is covered by Archer, so we'll talk about that because it is an advantage to us as travel advisors for being with Archer. Then we're also going to go over certain vendor requirements, using your credentials, and just key takeaways. And of course, at the end, as always, we will have a Q&A. So if you write anything now in the chat, I won't be able to see it because when I'm live, I can only see this screen. So we will have a great discussion at the end. If you have any questions, feel free to ask then. First, we're going to talk about professional recognition. This honestly is going to show you that you are a real professional, not just a hobbyist. It's going to unlock discounts, bonus commissions, and perks that directly impact your bottom line. And of course, exclusive industry access that's going to gain supplier access, including FAMs, trainings, and even ship inspections. Now, of course, the biggest reason we like IATAN and CLIA because it's a career milestone. A career milestone that brings credibility and industry recognition like no other. So, credentialed advisors report 40% higher client retention rates and access to exclusive supplier programs worth thousands in additional benefits just from IATAN and CLIA. So let's start with the first one. What is IATAN? Well, first, it's international recognition. International Airlines Travel Agent Network is what IATAN stands for. It is the gold standard for travel industry credentials worldwide. When you obtain your IATAN, you will receive an official ID card. This issues the IATAN ID card that provides the global recognition and opens the doors with the suppliers everywhere. Honestly, another great thing about IATAN is that it offers a proof of legitimacy. Instead of just saying, we're certified travel advisors, you're going to have an actual card, and it's even an app. So it's going to give you instant proof of legitimacy with clients, suppliers, vendors, and your professional passport to just set you apart in the travel industry. It is recognized by travel suppliers worldwide as the mark as like a legitimate travel professional. So what is the benefits that come along? Well, they have a whole entire program called Bingo, which is the member perks platform. It gives you access to hotels up to 30% off, retail and entertainment up to 50% off, and even access to gift cards, which are going to have 10% off. These are just great for clients if you ever want to use them. It does also auto-enroll you into automatic travel protection. This is included with no extra steps required, so that's cool to have some backup there. And then, of course, they have a lot of certified courses that you can take. Typically, if you don't have your IATAN, you would have to pay full price. But if you ever want to take these, they are discounted since you have your IATAN card. And then supplier recognition, you're going to get exclusive access that's going to open up to FAM trips because you have your IATAN card. You're going to see a lot of options for discounted rates if you have your IATAN. And it's also going to open to you like different levels of only promotions that from major travel suppliers, because you're recognized with the IATAN on your own, it's going to open just a little bit higher doors compared to the regular like ship inspections and different things that we can do with our suppliers. IATAN, traditionally, I'm going to talk about this just in case somebody watches this and they're not with Archer. I want them to know this is how it works, and this is why being with Archer is a plus. So I want to explain both. Technically, in order to get your IATAN, you have to be affiliated with an accredited agency or pay separate agency accreditation fees. You can't just walk in and say, all right, I want my IATAN, give me my IATAN. It doesn't work like that, okay? So you have to be with an agency affiliation, or you have to have your own and you have to pay the fee for it. Next, you must personally earn $5,000 in annual commissions to demonstrate active professional status. Then you have to fill out the application and you have to submit a professional photo, and then the investment to get one on your own. Now, here's the thing. You have to be a part of the accredited agency to get it. So you have to pay the fees first with the agency, and then just to get a card, it's $50 new application and then $40 for the annual renewal. So that's how it works without any affiliation. If you were to go off on your own, of course, with Archer, there's a great advantage. Let me explain. So Archer is obviously an IATAN accredited agency, so you do not need to get any approval or pay any fees. It's automatic processing. As soon as you hit $5,000, you can check in your back office under paid commissions. It has to be within a rolling year. All you have to do is call Archer Travel and say, hey, I've made $5,000 in commission. Can you verify that I've met the requirements for my IATAN? They will transfer you, and then basically they do the numbers and they call you and say, yes, you got it. Then you get an email. Once you get an email, you go in there and order your IATAN. So once you hit 5,000 in commissions, like I said, Archer will then approve it, and then they submit the card request automatically for you. Same great price. You only are going to pay $50 as of now, okay? It can change next year. We're getting to the end of 25, so if you see a little bit higher or lower, whatever, that's because it changed. But as of right now, it's 50 when you initially start, and then the 40 for renewal. But I will tell you a little secret, okay? You heard this from me only. When I got my IATAN last year, I started like my renewals around the time of November. So I just happened to get lucky, and they actually had a Black Friday sale. Really, honestly, they had a Black Friday sale, so I only paid $25 for my IATAN card. So if you're watching this, we're in September right now, but if you're watching this and it's time to renew or it's time to, okay, consider that if you want to save some money. They do have some Black Friday sales and other sales too. So just pay attention to the email. Once you get enrolled through like the process of, going to order your card, it'll enroll you automatically in emails, and it will prompt you to let you know, hey, there's a sale going on for your IATAN. So watch out, okay? Can't guarantee it, but that's what happened to me. So try it out. All right. Now, the beautiful part is there's no extra paperwork. Archer does all the work for us. They can verify with our paid commissions that we have made $5,000 within a rolling year. Let me explain that to you, because people always get confused by this. So let me explain. So it starts on the 15th of that month. So let's just say, for example, you get paid. Okay, mine goes from December now because I ordered mine at the end of November, right? So let's just say from December of 2024, the 15th starting after, all the way to the 15th of that period after would probably be like the 30th-ish of December. So from that entire year is a rolling year. What I'm trying to say is it doesn't have to go from January to December. It can start at any given month. It just has to be a rolling year within those 12 months. Got it? Okay. So beautiful part is we don't have to worry about any of this. If we see it, just call Archer. If you have multiple accounts and you see it, call Archer, and then they can verify for you. Okay. You only have to renew it once a year. So even if you make your IATAN again, like I've already made my IATAN again, obviously for the year, I still have to wait till December to renew. There's no like early renewal or no benefits, but it's really beautiful to say IATAN holder. And then as you progress, 2-time IATAN holder, 3-time IATAN holder, it's a beautiful career milestone that I think we all should take advantage of. And the perks are very nice. I love having my IATAN. I love having the card in my wallet saying I'm an IATAN holder. So I highly recommend something that you want to work towards as a travel advisor. Next one, CLIA. So CLIA is cruising, guys. Cruise Lines International Association. So They are the global standard for cruise industry credentials and professional recognition. So they have a dual membership structure, and I will explain the process. But typically, for the agency level, it's $399 a year, and then for agents, it's $129 a year. Traditionally, wait, there's an Archer advantage here, okay? But traditionally, it's $129 a year. Now, let me also say this: this is for 2024 and 2025. So if it changes next year, CLIA is, I'm going to explain, it's like not year round. They open like at certain times. So if you see this and the prices change, there it can happen, okay? Because it's a new year that's coming up for CLIA, so they might have different prices. This is just what I have for now, okay? Because enrollment's not open yet for CLIA. So this is what we have from last year to this year. CLIA, you also get a card with it. It provides a CLIA Embark ID card. It's mailed directly to you, and that is your key to the cruise industry recognition. Now, IATAN typically, guys, is all land travel. They do have some discounts and different things that are associated with cruises, but technically, IATAN is land travel and CLIA is cruise lines. So yes, they both have their perks, but they have different types of recognition in the travel industry. So CLIA benefits, your cruise industry toolkit. Let's talk about it. So cruise partnerships, you guys are going to develop direct relationships with all the major cruise lines like Carnival, Royal Caribbean, Disney, NCL, Princess, plus more. Professional development. They have a ton of certifications. They have ship inspections. They have webinars. They have CLIA events. They just had a big one that you guys get exclusive access to just for having your CLIA card, and getting certified in there gets you more access as well. Bonus commissions. They do offer bonus commissions, especially with the cruise lines, for just extra commission opportunities that since you're partnered through CLIA. They also give you discount on pre and post cruise stays with major cruise lines. With major chains like Marriott, you guys also get access to the insurance, which is discounted travel insurance options for you and your clients. It's like exclusive for CLIA. And then, of course, they have travel services, because that plays along with the cruise line. They might need a car, they might need a hotel, you might need this, you might need an excursion, all of that. So they also offer travel services like Hertz, Avis, Budget, Car Rental, plus exclusive shore excursion opportunities just for being a part of CLIA. So if you sell a lot of cruise lines, you probably would be interested in this one. Now, typically, if you were to go out and get a CLIA on your own, now you have to have a dual membership to get started. So you would have to pay $399 a year, and then on top of that, you have to pay $129 a year, and they have to be tied together. So you have to be a part of something. You can't just apply independently. You have to be some kind of part of affiliation. So that plays into it. But secondly, membership runs January through December. It expires 31st regardless of when you join. So enrollment, it typically starts from September to November of each year. So it should be starting probably, normally it's like at the end of September, beginning November. That's when they'll open the enrollment. They also have early registration that opens mid-November for the following year, with benefits beginning January 1st. So they do this a year in advance. So that's why I figured it was really important to go ahead and just cover CLIA now, because the enrollment's going to start soon, and you're going to see it in the Travel Cafe on the right-hand side at the beginning page. Ron will start talking about it, and then after he talks about it, they will bring in the guy from CLIA, and they will start doing lives with him. And basically, that's how the entire process rolls out. So they're going to start mentioning it. So that's why I wanted to do the training now, so that when you see it, you're like, oh, wait, am I selling cruise lines? Do I want to do a lot of cruises? Okay, hop on CLIA. All right, am I trying to get my IATAN? Am I close to my IATAN? A lot of people don't know that they have their IATAN. A lot of people. I've met so many travel advisors. Well, they'll be talking about this. Even some of my own agents underneath me, I've said, hey, do you realize that you have your IATAN? And then we have to do a whole celebrated post, okay? Typically, if you have been on Evolution Enterprises, you know we like to celebrate when people get their IATANs too. So make sure you let your mentor or Platinum, whoever you have, let them know that you have got your IATAN, because we love to celebrate when people get their IATAN, so it's a big deal. So IATAN and CLIA, let's keep going. Now, a little sidetracked, but I just really want you guys to understand the importance of this, okay? So that is a traditional process that we just talked about for CLIA, but let's talk about the Archer Advantage. So CLIA is simplified with Archer. The coverage included is already part of the TAM. You don't have to pay for the annual membership because Archer pays for that. Then they offer a discounted IAM fee. Normally it's $129, but Archer last year, like for 2025, but last year provided a $50 discount code. So it approximately is only $79. That is for the entire year. Do you have to have this? No, but if you sell a lot of cruise lines, you want to have this, okay? They deliver it directly to your house. It's kind of different. IATAN gets actually delivered to Archer. They send it to your house. So this way, direct delivery, it's a lot faster. I will tell you though, if a lot of people get CLIA at one time, I have seen like delays. I know it says there's no waiting or complications, but it can get delayed, especially if a lot of people order at one time. So it takes a little bit longer to get. So, I mean, IATN is not something everybody gets every single day, right? Well, CLIA is like September, November, like ordering. So yeah, it might take a little bit of time. They give you like access online so you can see it there, okay? You'll get complete access to bonus commissions, training programs, supplier perks, and affinity discounts. And then, of course, Archer, like I said, will announce the enrollment window each fall, and they'll have a step-by-step guidance. It's like a flyer. You guys can grab it. And they'll direct you on how you have to register for CLIA. There's a certain way you have to put in the registration so you can activate the discount code. So make sure you pay attention to that. So let's do a quick comparison. Like I said, IATAN is all travel suppliers, but it's heavily focused on land travel. CLIA is just cruise industry specific. They both have ID cards. It's $50 for the new one, unless you do Black Friday, and then $40 for the renewal. You do have to wait each year to renewal. It's 79. I don't know why it has a negative in front of it, but typically $79 with Archer for CLIA, and that'll cover you for the entire year. There are requirements for IATAN at $5,000, but Archer takes care of the requirement for CLIA, so no requirements there. And then they both have cool benefits. IATAN does globally, insurance as well, and then some training. And then CLIA offers you all the cruise stuff, bonus commissions, and special certifications. So both of the credentials complement each other. It's a great way to take your business to a whole nother level. I will tell you something though, okay? A little word of advice. If you take on this and you're really trying to, take advantage of everything and go a little bit further, make sure you complete the sales training. They have sales training that they offer us live each week. I've seen it. As well, they offer it to us inside the Travel Cafe. It'll say it on the right-hand side. It says sales training. And make sure you guys check that out because that's going to help you sell this better. Like, they just break it down a lot better, so I recommend it. It's like a little bit of like a travel agent, like sales certification that you want to check out. So check that out to kind of take this to a whole nother level if you combine them. All right, so the reason I want to talk to you too about IATAN and CLIA because a lot of people don't know that some of our benefits are required for you to either have an IATAN or a CLIA to use them. So I'm going to go over those for a little bit. So Disney travel requirements. If you want to activate your Disney perks, you not only have to complete the certification, you actually also have to have your CLIA or IATAN to activate the travel discounts and exclusive perks. This is non-negotiable for Disney. You have to have an IATAN or CLIA. So if you want to use it, get one. Next, cruise line benefits. CLIA often required for bonus commissions and ship inspection opportunities with major cruise lines. So consider that. Hotels and resorts. Many require IATAN ID for advisor rates, fam trip eligibility. Honestly, having your IATAN can really help you in certain situations. When you provide your IATAN to a hotel, they just take you a little bit more serious. So, and sometimes they have upgrades or just different opportunities for you. So you definitely want to check that out. Like yesterday when we were talking with Emily, she said that they let her do a late checkout because she provided her IATAN card. So you can just see that's just different types of perks. And then supplier promotions. Some promotions are only open to accredited agents, so missing credentials can honestly mean that you're missing these opportunities. How to leverage your credentials? Well, of course, you want to market it. Once you get this, you want to show it to people. So I want to give you a couple of ideas how you can do so. So digital presence, adding CLIA certified, IATAN accredited. You guys see it on my Ashnos Travel. You can see the IATAN accredited agent. That's important, right? You can add it to your website, your email, signature, proposals, social media bios. You can list it everywhere. And it's a great way to just promote that you're a certified travel advisor. Now, are they going to exactly know what that means? No, but it has big fancy abbreviations, and that's normally good enough for them, right? Like MD, all that. They see the abbreviations. They're like, oh, she's certified. Oh, look at that, right? So it's nice to add on top of it. Physical verification, because you can show your ID card, and then it's also going to help you with client consultations. You can build instant trust by saying, I'm CLIA IATAN certified, which gives me access to exclusive promotions for you. Boom, there you go. So leverage those credentials. All right, so key takeaway. Now, IATAN equals universal recognition. It's recognized across all travel sectors. CLIA is just a cruise specialization for the cruise industry. Archer Travel, that's a key takeaway. They simplify everything. I can't tell you how many different amazing things about being with Archer Travel, and this is one of the best ones. Like, you guys imagine if we were in this like plane where we're trying to figure out all of this on our own. That's one of the best things about being with Archers. They do all of this for us, because I would not know how to go get my IATAN or CLIA. No, Archer's like, here, it's exactly how you do it. So love that, love them. Now, one of the coolest things too about getting these types of credentials is that it's really going to help you to earn some return on your investment. So these credentials, you might have to, yes, invest them or to renew them, etc. But it's going to open up a whole level of different options for you. So you can return your investment by getting that trust, the perks, and the commissions, and it's going to really help you with retention as well. Then, of course, you got that professional badge. So it's going to help show your seriousness, your professionalism in the travel industry. Think of it as your credentials are an investment in your professional future and client relationships. So that is all I really have for you tonight, but let's talk about the next steps and get you questions answered. So getting your IATAN or CLIA credential isn't just about perks. It's about being recognized as a true professional in the industry. So if you're ready to get started when it comes to this, make sure comment below. I want to know, what are you working towards? Are you interested in the CLIA card? Are you interested in the IATAN card? What do you see as being the most beneficial for you, right? If you are interested in any of that, when it comes to the IATAN, track your commission progress towards the 5K IATAN threshold. Watch for CLIA enrollment announcements each fall. Start planning on how you market your new credentials, and consider which credential aligns best with your client focus. If you don't book a lot of cruises, you might not be interested in the CLIA card, but if you're booking a lot of resorts, you definitely want to check out IATAN so you can get extra percentage off, right? If you guys have questions about that, make sure you reach out to Archer. And of course, how to maximize credential benefits and next steps for enrollment. So for the IATAN, all you have to do, like I said, is just call Archer and they can verify if you have it. CLIA, you guys have to wait till roughly about end of September, beginning of November, and Archer will drop the CLIA registration in the Travel Cafe for you. So I'm going to head to my studio now. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Next week, guys, we are doing Cruise Week, and it's exciting because I chose vendors. The first one, people typically do Carnival, but I haven't done a Carnival cruise training, so I wanted to cover them. And then I'm going to cover a couple that typically people don't cover, okay? We're going to talk about Cunard and Disney. So next week, Cruise Week, make sure you join me here at 5 p.m. PST. If this training has helped you, feel free to comment below how, yes, if it helped. If you guys need any more help, just let me know, and I will see you there.